Hello, we are a band called Taking Back Sunday, and you are watching Punkeando.
Man, we were having that conversation earlier. We said to ourselves, I wonder why it's taken us so long to come to Mexico.
We don't know.
And then, yeah, like it's, but someone will get a strong talking to once we get home.
Yeah, because we're so happy to be here, and it's worked out so well so far.
Well, for us, you know, we've seen our share of ups and downs over the years, but I think we're really fortunate to be in the position we're in, you know, and to still be able to play and have people show up to the shows. You know, this has been a dream of ours ever since we were kids, and we're getting to do it. So we're just really fortunate.
And we can't do anything else.
That too, we are unqualified for most everything else. Well, for us, I mean, the biggest difference is the streaming, because and then, you know, like when our first record came out, like there wasn't Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, so that's kind of changed things too, just as far as you have a direct line to people now, which I think is good and bad. Like on one hand, it's good because you can talk directly to folks that are interested in what you have to say, and on the other hand, I think it's not so great because, you know, it takes a bit of the mystery out of it. I mean, like when I was growing up, that's one of the things that I loved so much about all my favorite bands was like, you just had to kind of guess or search out their interviews, you know, to know, like, kind of to get an idea of who they were. And that era of mystery, I just really enjoyed, and still do. So
I can elaborate on that because I used to follow Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he was this really like kind of scary guy. You don't know if he worshipped the devil or whatever when I was a kid. So I'd be afraid to even put the cassettes in my cassette player and leave them on. Like I'd have to lock them in a cabinet overnight. And then
you were worried getting possessed by the devil?
Yeah, I was terrified that could happen. And then I started following him on Instagram, and then he's just kind of like a dorky music dad, you know. He's got kind of silly hair and stuff, and I'm sure a really nice guy. Yeah, but the mystery was gone.
For us, there's, you know, I used to say that like other people, like they would have like therapists or like people like that. Well, for us, we got that stuff out by being on stage, you know, and being able to play. So it's always this real cathartic thing each show, and so yeah, I mean, I try to do that same thing.
I think that's one of the big reasons why we're still playing live, you know, and people still come out. It's because that's what we do. You know?
Well, we also all believe in the songs. We believe in the music. We still stand by the songs that are almost 20 years old now. We really feel those things. We know where they came from. It came from a very honest place. It wasn't contrived. It was like, oh, we're going to play this kind of music because we'll make a lot of money. This is what we feel in our hearts. This is what our gut tells us to play. So I think that's why we still have that same energy now that we're older. I think we focus on playing our instruments a little bit better. Yeah. So I think there's that part of it too. So I think it makes for a better show. Yeah. But the energy is still really, really good. And we haven't played a show in almost 6 months, so we're so excited to play tonight to get that energy out.
As far as the music goes, you know, I think like at every different stage, it's gotten better, you know, and it's progressed. And that was kind of always the thing that we've been chasing, because we figured, well, if we're not, like, we don't ever want to put the same record out twice, and then if we're not progressing, then what's the point? And as far as putting records out goes, you know. So, and each one has been that progression, so. Oh, we always considered ourselves a rock band, you know, like we never came out and said, oh, this is the kind of band we are, you know, like we're a punk band or an emo band or we're this. We just always considered ourselves a rock and roll band. Loud guitars, giant drums, you know, that's the stuff we grew up loving. So, and then over the years, you know, that's just kind of a tag that we got, that was associated with us, and then, so we don't really think too much about it. And then, like, because I remember about 2 years ago was when people started asking, 2 or 3 years ago, people started asking, like, what do you think about this emo revival? And then I'm like, well, I don't think anything about it, because we've been working and consistently putting out records all this time, so we didn't need a revival, like, because we're still trying to be the best that we can be, and all that other stuff doesn't have much to do with us, I don't think.
And I think the emo revival died down already.
Yeah.
I feel like the bands got their payday and then went away again. Like, it's that quick. It's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, so we're just still happy to be here, and like our shows keep getting bigger and bigger. We're getting to new places. Like, it's amazing that almost 20 years in, we have all this. And I think we didn't make a career out of nostalgia, like Adam was saying. We kept wanting to push, and become the best band we could. So I think we kind of took a little left turn, a little detour away from that revival, and just kept doing our own thing.
We're just really happy to still be able to do this, you know, because it's all we've ever wanted to do.
And I think the four of us are kind of terrified of that ever going away. And if it were to happen, we'd be heartbroken. Yeah. You know, it's not like, oh, we're so tired of this, we don't want to do this anymore, whatever. It's like, oh, we get to do this another day, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Down
Sunday, and you are watching Punkeando.
Nope. Okay, let's do it again.